After work the following day, Thelma and Ezra drove to the 1500 Emily Circle owner's home. Ezra had contacted the owner soon after he arrived at work on Monday morning. He tried to get the rental information from her on the phone, but she had insisted that he and his wife come to her home. The owner, Miss Elsa Mueller, was very accommodating with the short notice. Speaking with her had been like talking with a family member, relaxed and without worries. They found her address in an older neighborhood with grand colonial homes on lots that looked to be 5 acres or more. Ezra figured the house was at least 100 years old, yet elegant and well kept. He parked in the house's crescent driveway and escorted Thelma to the door, then reached for the door knocker. However, before he could knock, the door swung open to a smiling older woman.
"Good evening. May I help you?"
Ezra's eyes widened and he dropped his hand to his side. "We're the Graysons. I called about renting the home at 1500 Emily Circle."
"Yes, please come in,"
she replied, stepping back for them to enter.
"I'm Elsa Mueller."
They shook hands and she showed them to the sitting room. The house was large and airy with high ceilings. Glancing in passing, Thelma supposed the furniture was vintage, mid-20th century or older. She smiled, seeing a gossip bench, a chair with a small desk off to the side, sitting in the room. Her parents had owned one of those when she was in grade school. Thelma and Ezra sat on a love seat that any museum would be thrilled to own.
"The rental is very reasonable," Miss Mueller said, "and I can have Harvey, my handyman, show it to you whenever you like."
"We have walked around the exterior and would like to see the interior, but I don't think Thelma's going to change her mind," Ezra said, looking at his wife. He squeezed her hand. "We mostly need to know the rent amount so we can figure out if it fits our budget."
"The rent is $500 a month."
"Really?" they replied in unison. How was that possible, Ezra wondered. The house looked less than 20 years old, and the appliances were the latest models based on the window view.
"That's correct, but there are several contingencies that are required to qualify as tenants."
"Sure," he responded. "No problem. What do we need to do? We both have excellent credit and references if you need them."
"No, I'm sure those concerns are in order. You will have to sign a 12-month lease plus a deposit for the first year. After that, month-to-month rent is fine."
Thelma and Ezra both nodded in agreement. Miss Mueller continued.
1500 is a special place, and you must understand that it needs to be treated with the same love and care that you provide to a family member."
Thelma's brow furrowed. "What do you mean? Like another human?" The requirement seemed odd. "Is it haunted?" Ezra turned and frowned at her, but said nothing.
"Some have said so, but I don't think so. I think it has to do with what the Buddhists call karma. Not for the nature of a future existence, but for one's future as they live their day-to-day lives."
Thelma and Ezra looked at each other with raised brows. Miss Mueller went on with her explanation.
"Getting to the point, if 1500 likes you, you will be happy living there. However, if the opposite is true, it's unpredictable what might happen. These are the contingencies. Number 1, you'll need to sign a release of owner responsibility regarding any events that may occur. Number 2, the yard must be well kept at all times. You may do landscaping as you see fit, while keeping in mind what I said about 1500. It's up to you. The contingencies will be included with the lease document. Also, prior to signing the documents, a house inspection will be done. You should be present during the inspection to ensure the house is in working order, and a certified copy will be given to you if you choose to sign the lease." "That'll be fine," Ezra said. "We'll make our final decision after we see the inside." Taking Thelma by the hand, they stood. "All right. I'll tell Harvey to meet you at 1500, say 4:30 p.m. tomorrow."
Ezra nodded. "Sounds great. We'll be there." They said their goodbyes and left.